Part 1. In this section of the test, you will have an opportunity to demonstrate your ability to understand conversations and talks in English. There are 3 parts in this section, with special directions for each part. Answer all the questions on the basis of what is stated or implied by the speakers in the recording. There will be time for you to read the instructions, and you will have a chance to check your work. The recording will be played once only. Time allowance: about 40 minutes, including 5 minutes to transfer your answers to your answer sheet. Part 1. In this part, you will hear 8 short announcements or instructions. There is 1 question for each announcement or instruction. For each question, choose the right answer A, B, C, or D. Then on the answer sheet, find the number of the question and fill in the space that corresponds to the letter of the answer that you have chosen. Now, let's listen to an example. On the recording, you will hear, "Today I'm going to give you some advice about record keeping. Keeping accurate records is very important because if a patient is unhappy about his treatment, he may want to make a complaint to the surgeon. These records will help us to make a case. Always write your name, the date, and the time on all the records. Don't use pencil or colored pens. Use black ink. If you make a mistake, just cross it out with a single line. Don't use correction fluid. Don't try to file the records away yourself, or they may get lost. Put them in the box here. The administration manager will make sure they are filed away correctly." On the test book, you will read, "What does the woman tell her colleagues to do with the records? A. File them away. B. Give them to the administration manager. C. Put them in a box. D. Give them to the patient." The correct answer is C. Put them in a box. Now let's begin with the first question. 1. Before we enter the paint production area, let me tell you some of the safety precautions and procedures. For your own safety, smoking is not allowed. Furthermore, you are required to wear safety goggles at all times. While it's highly unlikely that your hair or clothing will come in contact with our chemicals and paints, smocks and head coverings are available for all of you. We'll go through these entrances and into the facility as a group. I'll give you some information at the workstations we visit because it is so loud in there. I prefer you keep your questions until after we are through the area. 2. Good afternoon and welcome to the 6.54 service to London, calling at Nottingham, Leicester, Bedford, and Luton. I'd like to apologize for our late running, which is currently 18:18 minutes behind schedule. This was due to a signal failure. However, we are confident that we will be able to make up for this lost time and arrive in London on schedule. There is a buffet service towards the rear of the train in coach C, serving hot and cold drinks and snacks. Coach D is a quiet zone, so please keep conversation levels down and make sure any music that you are listening to on headphones is turned down. 3. Good morning. Welcome to Fado Historic Farm. My name is Anna, and I'll be leading the tour today. The magnificent farm you're about to see was founded in 1852 by Mr. Pete Grundy, who was a vegetable farmer. Later, his family sold the farm to the Fado Produce Company, which went out of business in 1960. The farm was turned into this living history museum. In a moment, we'll be leaving the garden and start heading into the farmhouse. 4. Are you taking advantage of the different money-saving benefits available for small business owners? If not, you could be wasting thousands of dollars that could be going into your savings account. Whether you are a one-person operation, corporation, or a partnership, you'll find the tax tips for small business owners workshops of great value. Registration for this course is on Friday morning. Hurry! Seats are limited. Don't forget, you can save a lot of money. 5. Attention passengers for flight 1170 to Incheon, Korea. The plane has arrived, but we are currently expecting a departure delay of an hour and 30 minutes due to the heavy rain here in Seattle. We'll notify you of any further changes in the departure time, but right now, we plan to start boarding passengers in about 45 minutes. Please come into the ticket counter if you are catching a connecting flight. We apologize for any inconvenience this delay may cause, and we truly appreciate your patience. Thank you. 6. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all to our 15th annual Conference of Traffic Signs and Signals. It's nice to see so many people here. Let me give you the agenda for today. For the first hour, we will hear from our Managing Director, Finance Manager, and our CEO. Then we'll break for half an hour at 11 o'clock for tea and coffee. Then we'll meet again for a fascinating lecture about the future of road travel. Lunch will be served at 12:30 in the Angel Room. Go out of the hall, turn right, go down 2 levels, and the Angel Room is on your right. 7. First, I'd like to tell you briefly about the library. The ground floor is a social area where you can meet for discussions, and there are plenty of computers to use. The information desk is over there near the stairs. The photocopies area are at the rear. The books are on the 2 upper floors. Arts subjects are on the first floor and science subjects are on the second. Journals and periodicals are kept in the basement. There are also 3 small meeting rooms downstairs. You can book these out for no charge. You just need to sign up on the timetable on the door. They aren't locked. You can go straight in. 8. Well, it's great to see you, George. I hope you enjoy working for us here. Now, let me brief you on what we have to do this morning. First, your hours. You will do an 8-hour day, but you can start anytime between 7 and 9:30. So you can organize your own hours and leave early if you want. This morning, I'd like you to read some health and safety information on the computer. You'll need to complete a quiz on the computer if you've read it. Later on, I'll give you a tour of the building.